yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. Are we crazy? Hi guys. I cannot even believe that I'm recording this right now. I can get Mila to stop crying. So we've been talking, Elijah and I, and ever since December last year, we have been getting really excited about having a baby. So, which is crazy. I feel like filming this makes it like real, and I feel like we've just been talking about it for, you know, almost 6 months now, but it hasn't seemed really real when we've been talking about it because we've changed our timeline a whole bunch. Yeah, today is Sunday, April 3rd, 2022. And right around December of last year, we started talking about maybe starting a family this year. And when we talked about it in December, I was kind of like half joking. I was kind of like, oh, you know, like what if, you know. But if you know us, then you know that we've been together for a really, really long time. Our 8-year anniversary was just on the 30th of last month. We have never seriously talked about having children. Like, we knew that we always wanted to eventually have kids. But obviously we did not want to have kids at 16 when we first started dating. So we have been taking precautions to prevent that for the last 6 years. I started the Depo shot in 2016 when I was 18 years old. And I was on Depo for almost 5 years, and then I switched to an IUD, and I've had the IUD for a little over a year now. I think a year and a month. So yeah, it's never been something that I seriously like considered anytime soon. Like, anytime anybody would ask like when we were gonna have kids, it was always in my mind like a far distant thing. But we talked about a loose timeline a couple of years ago about when we would want to start trying for kids, when we thought we should have our first kid. So back when we were like 20, 21 years old, when we were still in college, we had always said maybe 25 or 26 years old, we would start trying and then have a baby. And we will be 25 this year. So I feel like it kind of snuck up on us, but last December when I turned 24, we realized that it was getting closer. So we started talking about it, and my nephew was just born on March 22nd, and their pregnancy was kind of like a wake-up call for us. Like, his brother and my brother-in-law have already started their family, and yeah, it kind of made the timeline more realistic for us because we're realizing that we are getting up to that age that we always said we would start trying for kids. And back when I like considered starting having kids at 25, I thought, oh my gosh, 25 is so old. You know, like, I will surely have my life put together by the time I'm 25. Like, halfway through my 20s, I should have my dream job, a good stable job, our own house, our own careers, financially stable, mentally stable, ready for a kid. And in all honesty, it just doesn't always work out that way. You know, and then along with the pandemic and everything that happened in 2020 and 2021, it was really chaotic and not something that we expected to happen whatsoever. So I feel like that kind of threw a wrench in our plans, thinking maybe, okay, we might have to push this off for another year or two. But in all honesty, we live on our own. We pay rent. We both have good jobs. I feel like we're both happy in our jobs. We just got married in October, so we're going on 6 months of marriage. This will be our 9th year together. We've been friends for nearly a decade. And just for some reason, I feel like I never once have had baby fever in all of those 8 years that we've been together. And I always knew that I would eventually want kids, and he's wanted kids since we were like 18, so it's been a while. Yeah, it always seemed like something so far in the future that it was just like an unattainable thing for me. Like it would be forever until I would eventually want kids. But yeah, the past 5 months have just been different. I don't know what's different. I don't know what changed. I don't know if it's like his brother and his wife influencing us or what. I don't think it's that. I don't know. I don't know what's different. I just suddenly feel ready. I don't know. It's weird. Picking up the camera and talking about this is weird. I know for a fact that I want to film this whole journey. I mean, like from now up until when we try to conceive, all the way through the pregnancy, labor and delivery and everything like that. So I feel like I've been wanting to pick up the camera and film this for a couple of weeks now, but I just felt like picking up the camera and turning it on and starting to film this would make it real, like solidify the fact that we're like actually seriously considering this, which is mind-boggling to me. I feel like maybe we're crazy. Maybe not. I don't know. I feel like nobody in my family is expecting this. They might be and just like have caught on and haven't told me or anything, but yeah. So when we first started talking about it, let me set this down. Yeah, when we first started talking about this, back in December, early January, February, we considered trying to conceive, beginning to try to conceive in January of next year, so that if it takes a couple months, then we might have a fall baby, which we really love fall. Obviously, we got married in October, but something told me that it would be sooner than that. I just have this feeling, I don't know why, I just have this feeling that we'll try earlier than January. So we started talking about it a little bit more, and I think we've settled on September of this year, which it's April now, so May, June, July, August, September, so 5 months from now, which is crazy. I can't even fathom 5 months from now possibly being pregnant. Yeah, so I am looking into some prenatal vitamins that I could start here in the next couple of months, because I've been doing a lot more research than I've ever have, because I know absolutely nothing about pregnancy or babies or parenting. So I read that you're supposed to start prenatal vitamins 3 months before you try to conceive, so that would be 2 months from now. And so that would be June. I would be starting prenatal vitamins. So if you know anything about me, I have trouble swallowing pills, so I'm looking into the gummy ones. However, I also heard that the gummy vitamins don't have iron, which you need because you're going to be losing a lot of blood, obviously, during labor and delivery. So I've been looking into some other options, but the fact that I could buy my first bottle of prenatal vitamins in the next 2 months is insane to me. Yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. Are we crazy? We might be crazy. Elijah's been seriously talking about this for a very long time, trying to, like, you know, just kind of joking, not necessarily trying to persuade me, but just kind of joking about it, you know, saying how he would be, you know, over the moon if we were to get pregnant, even if it were an accident. But we obviously were taking steps to prevent that, and now I feel like we're going in the opposite direction. We want to try. So yeah, I still have my IUD currently, and I think I'm going to try to have a menstrual cycle before we try to conceive. I have not had a menstrual cycle in 6 years, so I don't really know what to expect. My menstrual cycles before I started birth control were always very irregular and hard to track, so I don't know how it'll be when they come back, if they'll still be irregular, if it'll be hard to track. I really don't know, but that would put me getting my IUD out in possibly as soon as August, which is 4 months from now. It's crazy. But I feel like this is the first time that I have been continuously getting more and more excited rather than having the fear override the excitement of it. I am still obviously very scared. I'm nervous about pregnancy. I'm very nervous about labor and delivery. I'm nervous about bringing the baby home. I'm nervous about not knowing what to do with it once we get it home. But I just I have this weird feeling that it's right. I don't know how to explain it. I have this feeling that I will be pregnant this year regardless. And whenever we started talking about this, you know, a couple months ago, we said we would start trying in January, which means the earliest I could get pregnant would be January or maybe February. But it just felt like something, even though it was a rational thing to say, no, let's wait until next year, something inside me was like, I really want to try this year. And I don't know what it is, because I'm having this conflict in my head, like, is it the right time? Can we financially support a baby, a child? Like, this is not a decision that we take lightly in the slightest. Obviously, because we've been together for almost a decade, we don't have any kids. But I don't know, something's telling me I should, and I keep seeing all of these like little signs throughout my daily life that it's gonna be soon. I keep seeing the color yellow everywhere, and I don't know what that means. I'm not necessarily like a spiritual person whatsoever. I'm not necessarily a person that believes in like spirit guides or spiritual things or, you know, whatever. Usually I just think it's a coincidence. But everything is yellow. Everything. Like, I walk outside and there's yellow butterflies everywhere and yellow flowers everywhere, not just dandelions, like actual yellow flowers everywhere. Like, I was driving the other day and a yellow butterfly literally like followed my car, like floated alongside my car in the driver's side window and just drove along with me. And I don't know, that's weird. It's weird. I don't know what it means. I just have a feeling. And I have a feeling that it's gonna be a girl. I could be very wrong, but I just keep having dreams about it and getting this gut feeling that I feel like we're gonna have a girl this year. So yeah, it's crazy. Like, New Year's Eve, I even joked, I was like, you know, babies this year? And he was like, what? Because I really hadn't like really vocalized that. I hadn't vocalized that I would even want to start trying this year, but I don't know. And the shift has happened so fast, because if you would have asked me about kids in, I don't know, even November of last year, I'd have been like, no, not anytime soon. But then all of a sudden, it's like with a flip of a switch, suddenly I just have like the most intense baby fever. I've never had baby fever in my life. Yeah, I don't know. It feels right. And I feel like for some reason that I'm going to be judged for it. And there are some like rightful reasons that I would be judged, like the economy isn't that good. We live in America. We don't have good health. Like, we have health insurance, but America doesn't have the greatest access to healthcare, and everything's very expensive, and inflation is crazy, gas prices are crazy, we're still in a pandemic, Russia's at war with Ukraine. I mean, there's a ton of things going on externally that we can't control, and I just feel like maybe we should be happy about the things we can control and just live our tiny little quiet life here, isolated from the craziness of the world. And it might be selfish because I don't know what kind of world we're gonna have in the next couple of years. I mean, we've got wars and climate change and pandemics and economic disasters and everything else. And I mean, I judge myself for even wanting to bring a kid into that world, but I don't know, I just want to be happy with the life that I have and just have our little family together in this quiet little side of our mountain. But I feel like I'm going to be judged for other reasons too, and I don't know why that is. I just feel like nobody is expecting us to get pregnant anytime soon, and there's a ton of things that people could say, but we both have college degrees. We both have good, stable jobs that we enjoy. We have a house of our own. We've been living on our own for over a year. We have the means to put a baby in the house, and just on our anniversary on March 30th, we went and we bought a brand new mattress that we're gonna put upstairs, and we're gonna make room in our old master bedroom for a nursery and baby stuff and storage that can go in there, even though we won't have a master bathroom anymore. But yeah, just taking some of the first steps has got me really excited, but it also is making this so much more real. And for the first time, I feel like making it real doesn't scare me. It actually makes me really excited. Yeah, I don't know if you guys will even see this video, because this is probably the most vulnerable I've ever been on camera, or with myself even. But yeah, so I guess the next time you guys will see me in this video will be when I get my IUD out, which I don't know when that will be, because that is contingent on us going on our honeymoon and us figuring out if we can afford the Bronco alongside a baby, which I think we can. But there are some things that we want to do together as a single couple before we start trying for a baby. So yeah, I guess if this does happen anytime soon, I will let you know, and the next clip that you should see will be me getting my IUD out. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, bye. I know I said I wouldn't update until I got my IUD out, but I got excited yesterday when I went to the store and I got some prenatals. It feels so weird to be buying these. Yeah, I was talking to Elijah and I was like, do you want anything from the store? Because I had to go get some things. And he was like, prenatals as a joke, and I was like, okay. So I started looking, and I picked up 2 different kinds, and I got, these are just actual pills, and they have like all of the necessary vitamins that you need. And I also picked up these because these are gummies, and I'll probably end up taking the gummies most of the time if I can't swallow the pills or if they make me sick or something. But unfortunately, I didn't do very much research. I just grabbed, and these actually are lacking vitamin B1, B2, and I think the omega-3 fatty acids that you need during pregnancy. So I only got these because there's 90 gummies, and it was like the cheapest option, which you get what you pay for. I probably should have done more research. But yeah, these I will probably end up taking in like the few months before we try to conceive, because I wouldn't want to be taking something that lacked all those vitamins during pregnancy. So I'll probably start taking these when it gets closer to getting pregnant. And yeah, we were looking into some vitamins that we could both be taking, and there's a company, I believe it's called Belly, and they have men's vitamins that are supposed to like increase sperm motility and count and quality and things like that. And then they also have women's, and you can get a subscription to get both. They're like $50 a bottle, which is a little bit ridiculous, but it's like $100 a month for both men and women to be shipped to your house every month. And $100 a month is way too much to be spending on prenatal vitamins for the 2 of us. So I think I paid like $13 for the pills, which is a lot better than 100 or even 50. So I'll probably just see what I can do about taking 1 pill a day. Like I said, I have trouble swallowing pills, so there's a few safe foods that I can use to swallow the pills, and you're supposed to take those with food anyway, but I'll probably just end up trying to take one with dinner, because I heard that when you take them at night, it makes you less nauseous in the mornings. I don't know how much morning sickness I'm gonna have. My mom said she didn't really get that sick with us, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't be that bad. I really have no idea what to expect, but I do know that when I get my IUD out, I'll talk with the OBGYN and see what prenatals she recommends, if those are okay, things like that. But we were talking last night, and I think we've officially decided on September. So that means I would probably be getting my IUD out in August or early September, because I heard that it can take anywhere from 2 weeks to 3 months to ovulate and get a period back again, and I haven't had one in over 6 years, so I'm really not sure what my body's gonna do. And to be honest, I don't know if I even need to have a period first. Some of the things I read said that you can ovulate like even 10 or 12 days after IUD removal, which that would be crazy. So I'll probably just get some ovulation test strips and some of those strip pregnancy tests. You can buy them in bulk on Amazon, so I'll probably just do that and just start testing my ovulation hormones probably like a week or so after I get my IUD out. So we'll see, but I'll ask the OBGYN about that whenever I get my IUD taken out. Also, I think that we are leaning more towards going to UT Medical Center for the OBGYN and also labor and delivery, so that is about 45 minutes from me. We have heard both the good and bad things about LeConte, which is the closest hospital to us, but I've heard more bad things than good about LeConte, so I'm kind of on the fence about that. Really, I would prefer not to go to LeConte. I would much prefer UT. So yeah, I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but I just wanted to update you guys on the purchase I made yesterday because I got really excited, and I guess I will see you guys in either August or September for IUD removal. Hi guys, sorry I look like this, I'm just working. I wanted to give you guys an update. So I started taking prenatals on the 7th of April and now it is the 9th. So I've been taking my prenatals for 3 days now, and I think so far the loose plan is to get my IUD out in August, if not late July at the earliest, because I don't know how long it'll take to get a period back, and I would rather not be heavily pregnant in the summer of next year, so I would like to get pregnant at the end of this year. Preferably no later than September or October, because I don't want to be, I mean, October is even pushing it because I really don't want to be pregnant in July. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys that really quick update, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Hi guys, today is April 14th, so Thursday, April 14th, and I just want to update you guys that the day before yesterday, so April 12th, Elijah and I created an Amazon baby registry. So we have officially done that. A little bit early, I think, to do that, but we got really excited about watching a bunch of videos with the suggested items that you should get for a newborn, things that people actually used and things that they didn't use. So I started putting them in the cart on Amazon, and then I realized that I should probably just make a registry. So I made a registry, and me and Elijah started adding things to it, and I think it's pretty much done, surprisingly. So I'll go ahead and link that down below, because by the time that you guys see this, we will probably already be pregnant, if not at least trying. So I'll go ahead and link that in the description below if you guys want to donate. Don't feel pressured to, you know, buy us anything off the registry, but just in case you guys see this video and want to do that, it will be linked down below. So that is my update, and I will keep doing short little updates up until I update you guys when I get my IUD taken out. So, alright, thanks for watching this update. Good morning. It is bright and early, 9:09 a.m. on April 16th, and this morning we are getting a delivery of our new mattress and bed frame, and we're gonna put that upstairs, and we are officially making room in our old bedroom for nursery things. And I think we're gonna move the old dresser in there as well. To be honest, even if we didn't buy a whole lot of stuff, I could probably just put a changing mat on top of my old dresser, because it's like waist high and it's longer. So I think we're gonna do that once the mattress is delivered upstairs. They're gonna go ahead and haul off this old mattress, I hope. And yeah, we're officially rearranging the house today. So, all right guys, ignore the clutter over on the other side. But this is our new bed. Got Mila down there at the foot of the bed, and I need to put the mattress cover on and do the sheets. Got all that stuff up here with me, but yeah, this is our new bedroom up here. It does get wider over on the other side, but I've got storage stuff over there I need to organize, so it's a little bit messy, but yeah, now we can clear out downstairs. Hi guys, I'm back and we need to talk. Today is May 22nd, Sunday, May 22nd, and for the past 8 days now, I've been having pretty moderate to severe pelvic pain, and I still have my IUD, so I'm not really sure like what's going on with it. I tried to make an appointment with a bunch of different OBGYNs around me, and they are all full for new patients up until like late June or early July, so that ideally is not the best. So tomorrow I'm going to call a different one and see if they can get me in earlier, just to kind of check out and see, make sure that it's not embedded or migrated or something's wrong with it. I can still feel the strings, but it just is painful. So starting on May 16th, I started getting cramps and pelvic pain. Some of them are really sharp pains, like it feels like the IUD is stabbing particularly the right side of my uterus. And then I had bought some at-home test strips for when we start trying for a baby. So I had some ovulation test strips and I had some pregnancy test strips, so I went ahead and did both of those at-home testing strips just to see maybe if it could tell me what was going on with my body. So on May 19th, 3 days after the pain started, I started taking the ovulation strips and I took a pregnancy test. The pregnancy test was negative, but the ovulation test strip was positive. So I'm in my bathroom right now, but as you can see here, I've been labeling what day I take the ovulation test strip and what it comes up as, like, intensity wise on the app. So here, May 19th at 6 p.m. I took 2 because I was like baffled at the first one, and the app read it as 0.11 in terms of like LH levels. I took another one on the 20th and it read the same. Pregnancy tests are both negative. And then yesterday I took one and it was actually a lower intensity. I took another one this morning because I feel like maybe I have missed ovulation, like I was right at the end of the LH peak, like I'd already ovulated, or maybe I'm just having like an LH surge with no ovulation. However, on the 20th I did feel ovulation pain, so I'm one of the lucky like 3 or 4% of people with uteruses who can feel when they ovulate and which ovary it's coming from. So I felt pain in my right ovary the night of the 20th, so I'm not 100% sure if I did ovulate or if the LH was just a little bit elevated for some reason. This one that I took this morning is pretty dull. It's probably in the 0.08 to 0.11 range that I've been having for a few days now. So I don't really know what that means. I don't know if I am ovulating or maybe I'm just having an LH surge, or maybe my IUD is out of place somehow and I'm getting my cycle back because of it. I'm not 100% sure. But I think the consensus between my husband and I is that when and if I can get an appointment anytime soon, I'm probably just gonna have it removed because it's been causing consistent pain now for over a week and I'm not really sure that I want to deal with that. If it's not like causing serious harm to my body, it's just annoying and painful obviously. So it's a little bit earlier than we had anticipated getting it removed. However, we had considered getting it out in June to wait for me to start a menstrual cycle and then maybe try to conceive in July or August. So it's a little bit earlier than we anticipated. However, we finally did schedule our honeymoon for the beginning of July. So I think we're leaving on the 7th and then coming back on the 16th or 17th. I'm not sure. It's somewhere like right in the beginning of July. So I think I'm gonna try to get it out before then because I'd really prefer not to have pain, pelvic pain from my IUD, but I also don't want to be on my period. So I'm hoping that my cycle returns before our vacation, and that way I can have my period and be done, and then we could go on our cruise. However, that all is contingent upon whether or not I can get an appointment with the other OBGYN near me anytime soon. Yeah, so that's what's been going on over the past week, and I guess I will keep you updated on whether or not I do get an appointment or whether I get it out or not. I think the consensus is that I probably will just have it taken out regardless of whether or not it's causing damage because it's painful. So yeah, it's a little bit earlier than we anticipated getting it removed. However, if we aren't ready right at that moment when I get it out to get pregnant, then I will probably just take birth control pills because I'd rather not do anything long term right now since we're so close to when we planned on trying to conceive anyway. But yeah, I guess I'm not really sure what's gonna happen, but I do know that I think ultimately we are okay with getting it removed very soon, especially me because I really don't want to be in pain anymore. But yeah, that's my update, and I guess I will see you soon. Hi guys, I'm back with a quick update. So today is May 25th. It is Wednesday. I've been consistently having cramps since May 16th, so it's been well over a week at this point. Yeah, it's been a week and 2 days, so 9 days that I've been having cramps consistently every single day. Sometimes they're worse than others. Like the past 2 days I haven't had any really sharp cramps, but I've had the consistent like menstrual cycle similar like cramps. And then yesterday I had some spotting for the first time in a very long time. I've actually never had spotting with the IUD, and I've had the IUD since February of last year. So the spotting was a little bit concerning for me, especially considering it's been prefaced with all of this major cramping that I've been going through for the past 9 days. So with that being said, I do want to say that I did make an appointment to get my IUD checked out, probably removed, on June 7th. So June 7th I think is going to be our official removal date, so I will update you guys on June 7th. I would say it's probably like 99.9% likely I will get it removed on the 7th. And then I think we're planning on actually trying to conceive in July, because today, actually I think tomorrow, marks 7 weeks of me being on prenatal vitamins. They recommend you to be on them for 78 days, and I'm close to 60 days at this point. So I think by the time that we start trying to conceive, it will be right at or a little bit after the 78-day mark. So it seems like it might be a little bit early timing for me, but at the same time it all kind of aligns pretty well. So yeah, I guess I will see you guys on June 7th. Hi guys, it is IUD removal day. Today is June 7th, 2022, and as of Thursday I will be on prenatals for exactly 9 weeks. Don't mind this, I'm putting on makeup right now, but my appointment is at 3, so I looked it up, and apparently you're supposed to, well, not supposed to, but it's recommended that you take some painkillers, either Tylenol or Motrin, before you go in for your removal. And so I'm going to eat lunch, I'm going to take a couple of Tylenol, and then I'm going to take my prenatal, and then I'm going to go to my appointment. I guess I will update you on how it goes. Hi guys, alright, my IUD is out officially. It wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Literally just like the tiniest pinch. So I kind of hyped myself up for nothing. It was really anticlimactic. I would not recommend the OBGYN I went to. She was very like dismissive of my concerns about there possibly being something wrong with it, and she just kind of like yanked it out. The New Life OBGYN is the one I went to, and they are very religious, and they have like a ton of like statues and art and posters and stuff on the wall, which made me kind of uncomfortable as someone who's not religious, and that was just the only place that I could get an appointment anytime soon. And then when I told the person who checked me in like what was going on and what type of birth control I had, she asked me if I was still having a period, and I said no, not on my IUD. She's like, oh, not on that thing. Like very very like discriminative against IUDs, because they don't even put them in there. So that made me really uncomfortable from the start, and the whole place just had an aura of like not being sanitary. Like it smelled like urine really bad, and like the whole place, like she was just pulling instruments out of like drawers, and like there was like stuff on the floor. It's just, yeah, I was really uncomfortable. So the only thing I had done was the IUD taken out, and I had a pap smear. So I would not go there if I were pregnant. So I think I'm just going to set up an OB in Knoxville and go there, since that's the only place, that's the closest hospital that has a NICU, and I don't really feel comfortable giving birth at a place that doesn't have a NICU. So yeah, I guess that's where I'm gonna close out this episode. I am not on birth control, and we could get pregnant. So I think we are going to try next month in July, and I guess I'll update you then. Thanks for watching. Bye!